So hello students, very good morning to one and all. So today we will discuss about average isotopic mass. Okay, the topic is average isotopic mass. There are certain elements which exist in the form of isotopes. Okay, किसी परमाणु अच्छी जो माने कि isotopic form में exist करते, and you know what do you mean by isotope? Okay, so first isotope कौन है? Isotope, okay, atoms of same element. कौनसी मौलिकर पारमाणविक क्रमांक यदि समान थाई वस्तुत्व संख्या भिन्न भिन्न हुए ताले सेमाने परस्पर आइसोटोप हेबे. ओके, सो एटम्स ऑफ सेम एलिमेंट, atoms of same element having same atomic number but different mass number are said to be isotope to each other. You know, hydrogen exists in three isotopic form: hydrogen, deuterium, tritium. Okay, so likewise semanकर परमाणु क्रमांक समान थिबो किंतु वस्तुत्व संख्या भिन्न भिन्न हला. तो let us calculate the average isotopic mass of such elements which exist in isotopic form. Okay, so here one formula mo direct होतो. There is a formula, let two isotopes of any element having atomic masses or having mass number or atomic masses A and B. Okay, their isotopic mass A and B. Okay, they having their relative proportion m:n. Okay, then the average isotopic mass, the formula one रखो बिले, that will be equal to m into A plus n into B divided by m plus A. Okay, जोटा m और n लगरो रेशियो केते अनुपात केते एग्जिस्ट करथुंदी आउ a small and small b are their different masses. Okay, divided by m plus a. Simple, you just remember this formula and calculate the average isotopic mass. Okay, for example I am saying chlorine has two isotopes. One is Cl35, another one is Cl37. Okay, chlorine has two isotopes, mass number 35 and 37, and you know their atomic number is 7. Chlorine. ठीक. So if you calculate average atomic mass, isotopic mass, you can say, and their relative ratio present in 3:1. Okay, so the abundances of chlorine 35 is more than that of Cl. ये 1 part and ये 3 part. So average isotopic mass that can be calculated by applying this formula. See formula क्या बोले m कितने 3 into the respective mass कितना लगा 35 plus 1 into 37 divided by 3 plus 1, that will be equal to 105 plus 37 divided by 4, that will be equal to 142 divided by 2, that will be equal to 35.5. okay, so chlorine ro atomic weight हम केते नोटले 35.5 u you can write or 30 or 35.5 AMU, atomic mass unit I have to. Okay, so this is average isotopic mass. Average isotopic mass you can also calculate in some other form. Whenever instead of this relative ratio their percentage abundances are given to you, हला ये केते परसेंट रे एग्जिस्ट करछि सेटा जब तुमको देइछो ताले एवरेज आइसोटोपिक मास तुम केमते बाहर करो. ठीक अछि. सी suppose again atoms of two isotopes, again we are considering an element which exists in the form of isotopes. Very important. Let's see, यदि कोई element नेबी, let's say that element can be anything. Okay, suppose it's percentage of abundance. Okay, suppose today isotope, this is, let's say, isotope 1 and this one is isotope 2. They have different mass number, same atomic number. So isotope 1, let its percentage abundance be X%. If for isotope 2, let its percentage abundance be Y%. Okay, so isotope 1, if its mass number is A, if its mass number is B, then how you calculate the average isotopic mass? So in this case, the average isotopic mass that will be equal to X by 100 into A plus Y by 100 into B. Okay, ये फॉर्मूला बेटा हम लिखो. ठीक है जी. तो Y can be, that will be equal to 100 minus X. तो टोटल तो 100 होगा. ओके, एक बेस करी गुटे एग्जांपल दूची. बोरॉन existing two isotopes. Okay, boron. So let's say boron. This is B10 and this one is B11. Okay, so its percentage of abundance, that is, let's say it is 19.6% and here this will be 80.4%. Okay beta, then you just apply this formula. Okay, so by applying this formula, average isotopic mass of boron, that will be equal to 90.6 into its mass number is 10 divided by 100 plus y will be 80.4 into its mass number is 11 divided by beta 100. Okay, when you just calculate it, that will be equal to 10.80. That is near about what? 11. Okay, AMU. That is the average isotopic mass for boron. Okay, so now we will discuss your gram atomic mass. Gram atomic mass. Okay, so beta gram atomic mass, that is atomic mass expressed in gram unit. So gram unit हम express करने, that is called gram atomic mass. Okay, but here you just remember one thing. Suppose I am considering sodium. Okay, or very simply I am considering hydrogen. Its atomic mass, relative atomic mass 1.008 AMU. Okay, then it's the actual mass. I have told you exact mass or actual mass. Actual mass. I have told you what is the value of 1 AMU. Remember 1 AMU, that is equal to 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. Okay, so actual mass becomes 1.008 into 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. This is the actual mass of one atom of a hydrogen. This one is the actual mass of one hydrogen atom. Okay. Now regarding gram atomic mass, or this one is also called, very important, you just remember, gram atomic mass, or this one also called as 1 gram atom. Okay, 1 gram atom means, just remember right now, mass of an atom of a hydrogen, गोटे हाइड्रोजन परमाणु एक्चुअल मास जेते हैला सेतिर हम गोटे नंबर को मल्टीप्लाई करबा हैला. यू मे बी फेमिलियर विथ दैट नंबर, दैट इज कॉल्ड एवोगाड्रोस नंबर, Na. यार वैल्यू बेटा 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. को पहिले लिखा है 6.022 into 10 to the power 24, बट आई एम फेमिलियर विथ दिस नंबर. मु एटा पूरा यूज कर रहछि 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. You just multiply this with this, then you are getting gram atomic mass or 1 gram atom. Okay, so 1 gram atom or gram atomic mass means it is the mass of Avogadro numbers of atoms of a particular element. Okay, so if I calculate the gram atomic mass of hydrogen, so that will be equal to 1.008 into 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 beta gram. Okay, so that will be equal to nothing but here you can take this as 1 gram. So 1 gram is the gram atomic mass of a hydrogen. Okay, in 1 gram how many atoms? 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number of atoms are there. You just multiply this Avogadro number over here. Okay, that's 1.666 into 10 to the power minus 24, 10 to the power 23. That will be 10 to the power minus 1 divided by 10. So that will be near about 1. Okay, similarly if I ask you calculate the gram atomic mass of oxygen, beta oxygen, okay, so that will be, we have calculated 16 AMU, actual will be 16 into 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. Then if I ask you what is the mass of 1 gram atom of oxygen or gram atomic mass, then you have to multiply what? This much. So 16 into 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 20. That will be again coming out to be 16 gram. This is a gram atomic mass. Okay, nice. Next we will discuss your molecular mass. भाई परमाणु मास को कहलो परमाणु वस्तुत्व, अणु मास को कहबा आणविक वस्तुत्व, आ molecule टा भी भावनी किसी गोटे बड़ जिंस, इट विल आल्सो ए माइक्रो पार्टिकल. ओके, कैन नॉट बी डिटेक्टेड थ्रू naked eye. ओके, so next that is molecular mass. Molecular mass. Okay, simple definition is there. Molecular mass of any substance is defined as a number which indicates how many times the mass of one molecule is heavier in comparison to 1/12 part mass of 1 C12 isotope. again here the standard of reference is C12H. Okay, so simple. So molecular mass that is equal to mass of one molecule of substance divided by 1 by 12 into mass of 1 C12 isotope. Okay, so that will be equal to mass of one molecule of substance divided by mass of 1 C12 isotope into 12. Clear? But here you can calculate the molecular mass of any substance by simply considering its formula mass. भाई तार फॉर्मूला को कंसीडर करके आमे आणविक वस्तुत्व बाहर करते वेरी इजी एति पई हमको कोन करिया पड़िबो ना सब मौलिक पारमाणविक वस्तुत्व को मन रखियो पड़िबो एटलीस्ट 30 टा एलिमेंट रो एटॉमिक वेट हमको मन रखियो पड़िबो हला तो molecular mass can be simply calculated by adding atomic masses of respective elements present in the formula. Okay, better for example, see, for example, if I ask you calculate the molecular mass of water, okay, so 2 hydrogen atoms, 1 oxygen atoms are there, so 2 into hydrogen atomicity 2 into atomic mass of hydrogen plus oxygen देखा जाने कितने तो सुपर 1 into atomic mass of oxygen. Okay, so 2 into hydrogen का atomic mass कितना हो 1 plus 1 into what is the atomic mass of oxygen? So 2 plus 16 that is equal to 18 AME. Okay, if I ask you gram molecular mass, then you can say mass of a single molecule of oxygen, then that will be equal to 18 into 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram exactly. Okay, so that will be equal to 18 gram. Okay, next, if I ask you calculate the molecular mass of carbon dioxide, so that will be equal to for one carbon atom 1 into atomic mass of carbon कितना बेटा 12 plus 2 into atomic mass of oxygen कितना 16, so this will be 12 plus 32 that is equal to 44 AMU, or you can say 44 into 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. Okay, so if I ask you again calculate the molecular mass of calcium carbonate, calculate the molecular mass of calcium carbonate. Calculate the molecular mass of calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate formula CaCO3. Okay, so calcium कितना बेटा 40 plus carbon कितना 12 plus 3 into oxygen कितना 60. Okay, so 40 plus 12 plus this one is 40. Okay, so total overall 100 AM, which is actual molecular weight. Actual molecular weight कितने? ताले 100 गुणन 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24. Okay, so here next it is a task to you. You just calculate the molecular mass of glucose C6H12O6. Fine, बाहर कर करियो कितना हो 6 into 12 plus 12 into 1 plus 6 into 16. Okay, C6H12O6 16 into 16. So that will be 72 plus 12 plus this will be 96. Okay, so how much? You just calculate 180 AMU. Then let's see gram molecular mass, that will be 180 into 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. Okay, like that of a gram atomic weight, I can calculate gram molecular weight. Okay, so gram molecular weight means how many molecules should be there? As I have just described right now, Avogadro number of molecules should be there. Okay, so if I ask you one, that is called 1 gram molecule, or that is your gram molar mass. In the gram atomic mass plus in the gram molar mass. Okay, so in case of glucose, that will be 180 into 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 26. Okay, so that is nothing but 180 gram. Okay, next you just calculate the molecular weight of or molecular mass of sucrose. Sucrose no formula, just calculate the molecular mass of following compounds. এটা তম পাই কাও বলে ক্যালকুলেট করিব সুক্রোজ C12H22O11 এর ক্যালকুলেট করিব H2 SO4 H Cl P Cl5 NH4 OH L Cl3. Okay, next KMnO4 KMnO4. Okay, C2O4H2. Okay, how shall you this? You have to calculate the molecular weight of these compounds. It is common point task. Samoste koribo. Okay, very good. Next we will discuss another type of mass, very important, that is your equivalent mass. Okay, equivalent mass. First write down its definition. Equivalent mass of क्या करेगा? Equivalent mass of a substance is defined as the number of parts by mass equivalent mass of a substance is defined as the number of parts by mass which combines or displaces 1.008 parts by mass of hydrogen or 35.5 parts by mass of chlorine or 8 parts by mass of oxygen. Okay, equivalent mass of a substance is defined as the number of parts by mass which combines the displaced mass of it. Equivalent mass of a substance is defined as the number of parts by mass of it which combines or displaces directly or indirectly. Directly or indirectly. Directly or indirectly 1.008 parts by mass of hydrogen, 35.5 parts by mass of chlorine, or 8 parts by mass of oxygen. Okay, so these are again standard of reference. Okay, we will discuss through example. Okay, if I ask you calculate the equivalent mass of calcium in calcium oxide. Okay, here in calcium oxide, your standard of reference is oxygen is present there. There is no hydrogen, chlorine, only oxygen is there. Okay, so you have to consider the 8 parts by mass of oxygen combined with how much calcium, that will be the equivalent mass of calcium. Okay, so एटी oxygen अछि, तो oxygen केते पार्ट कथा से बुझी 8 पार्ट कथा बुझी, तो हमें सेति पई कंसीडर करिया ए calcium oxide रे बेटा calcium एक्चुअली केते अछि कहलो 40, oxygen केते अछि रे, that will be 60. Okay, तो हमें लिख करिया 60 parts of oxygen combined with calcium, that is equal to 40 parts. ठीक, ताले 1 part of oxygen combined with calcium, that will be 40 by 60. Then in order to calculate the equivalent mass of calcium, what I have to consider, 8 parts of oxygen combined with, that is equal to 40 by 16 into 8 at 2 is 16, 2 is 20, so that will be 20. This is the equivalent mass of what? Oxygen. Equivalent mass of oxygen. Clear? So next, if suppose one example is AlCl3. Okay, very simple example I am providing according to its definition. Suppose AlCl3 and AlCl. So once AlCl3 is given to you, then you have to focus over what? Chlorine, because if there is no oxygen, there is no hydrogen. Okay, so 3 parts. So here chlorine, that is 3 into 35.5. Am I right or not? 3 parts of chlorine, 3 into 35.5 parts of chlorine. That corresponds to how much of aluminum? Aluminum atomic weight कितना है? 27. Okay, 27 of what? Aluminum. So you can calculate the equivalent mass of aluminum like this. पहले 1 part करते हैं, 27 by 3 into 35.5 of aluminum. Okay, so that will be, we have to consider 35.5 parts of chlorine, that will be equal to 27 divided by 3 into 35.5 into 35.5. This cancel 3, but what is the equivalent weight of your aluminum in this compound aluminum trichloride? That will be 9 AMU or 9 EU. Okay, easy. Next, if I ask you magnesium hydride, here hydrogen can be taken as your standard of reference. Magnesium hydride, MgH2, very simple, 2 into 1.008 parts by mass of hydrogen combined with magnesium, that is equal to 24 grams. The atomic weight of magnesium, so 24 by 2 into 1.008. So 1.008 parts by mass, that will be respective equivalent weight you can getting over here. 2 into 1.008 into 1.008. Okay, so that will be easy. Next formula is here. Just remember right now that equivalent mass and atomic mass are related to each other. Okay, so that is your valency, that is equal to atomic mass divided by equivalent mass. Okay, so that implies your equivalent mass, that is equal to atomic mass divided by valency. Remember this formula. Okay, तो एबे आसो आमे डिस्कशन करिया केमती आमे इक्विवेलेंट मास बाहर करिया फॉर डिफरेंट सब्सटेंसेस. ओके, so our heading will be equivalent mass of an acid. तो एसिड रो इक्विवेलेंट मास आमे हम जानि जो जे कोनोसी जो सब्सटेंस जो पदार्थ पानी रे द्रवीभूत होला परे H प्लस आयन दउथबो उद्जान आयन दे पड़थबो ताको आमे कहू अम्ल. ओके, सो एनी सब्सटेंस व्हिच कैन रिलीज H प्लस आयन्स इन सॉल्यूशन, that is called an acid. Okay, so acid means which release H plus ion when dissolved in water. Water जे dissolve होगी H plus ion दो. Okay, so you just remember over here that equivalent mass of an acid, that is equal to its molecular weight, molecular mass of acid divided by basicity. Basicity. Okay, in formula I will tell you what do you mean by basicity. Okay, so basicity refers number of replaceable H plus ions. केतटा H plus ion गोटे एसिड देई पड़छे, that is called basicity. हला फॉर एग्जांपल मु कहबी हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड बेटा HCl, तो ये वाटर रे डिजॉल्व होले कोन दबो H plus plus Cl माइनस केतटा H plus ion देला गोटे, तेनो एटा हम कहया मोनो बेसिक एसिड. कोन कहया मोनो बोले 1 H plus ion मोनो बेसिक एसिड. ठीक, तो एठी हमर बेसिसिटी केते हो 1. ओके, सिमिलरली यदि मु कंसीडर करी बेटा HNO3, ये कोन दबो गोटे H plus NO3 minus, so how many H plus ion furnishes 1. तो एठी हमर बेसिसिटी केते हो, basicity that will be equal to 1. Okay, so this one also regarded as your mono basic acid. Okay, similarly you कोई भी H2SO4, तो ये बेटा कितना H plus होगी 2H plus SO4 2 minus, ताले ये basicity कितना हो, basicity that will be equal to 2. ताले इधर हमें कौन कहेगा diabasic acid. Okay, तीनटा ताले tribasic acid, tetrabasic acid, like this. Okay, so let us find out the equivalent mass of different acids. Okay, see. So here we see आमे कोन करिवा गोटे टेबल टे करिवा हला. तम माने पढाटा को एन्जॉय करो बिले हला, किसी बोर्डन करी होबनी, बढ़िया बढ़िया कांसेप्ट दे पढ़ा होची इजी जिंस इक्विवेलेंट मास ऑफ एसिड. फर्स्ट डेटा हम लिखवा नेम ऑफ एसिड. ओके, देन तार फार्मूला कोन को जानि पड़ियो फार्मूला. ओके, देन हमें कोन करिया तार कंसीडर करिया कोन तार मॉलिक्यूलर मास तापर हम देखिया कोन तार बेसिसिटी एबे जोटा तो बुझेली नंबर ऑफ रिप्लेसेबल केतना उज्जान आयन होची बेसिसिटी. तापर हम कैलकुलेट करिया कोन इक्विवेलेंट मास. या तो फार्मूला कोन जानि छ कोन हो molecular mass by basicity. Molecular mass by basicity. Okay, so first acid, popular acid, तमर डॉक्टर अछि हला नै पाटरे खाद्य 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 लाळा गुडची सेतरे भी अछि कोन सेटा पॉपुलर हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड, हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड. Okay, so don't do this hydrochloric acid, it's an extra thing. Acid, let's say hydrochloric acid, HCl beta, ठीक. Then its molecular weight 1 plus 35.5, that will be equal to 36.5. Okay, molecular weight that is 36.5. Okay, molecular weight 36.5. Then basicity कितना H plus आया मतलब ले HCl 1H plus Cl minus, so 1H plus is there, so basicity is 1. So equivalent mass कितना होगा 36.5 divided by 1, that is equal to 36.5. Easy. Then beta, if I ask you HNO3, so its calculated its molecular weight 1 plus nitrogen atomic weight कितने 14 plus तीनटा ऑक्सीजन अछि 16 48, so just add it 40 55 63. Okay, 63. So its molecular weight 63. Basicity also 1, but H plus ion number, so that will be 63 by 1, that is 50. Okay, next molecular acid will be sulfuric acid H2SO4. molecular mass कितना बेटा 98, we just calculate. Okay, so basicity here कितना हुआ 2, so that will be 98 divided by 2, that is equal to 49. Okay, next if I consider an acid that is phosphoric acid H3PO4. Okay, but I just calculate its molecular weight, that will be, so for 3 hydrogen 3 into 1 plus phosphorus atomic weight, that will be 31. Okay, plus 4 into 16, just calculate 3 plus 31 plus 54, that will be 19. Okay, so this is 98 and its basicity कितना हुआ 3 H plus ion number 3, so that will be 98 divided by 3, so that will be equal to 32.6. Okay, 32.6. Next, if I ask you H3PO4, beta here molecular weight that will be equal to just that will be 97, because here that will be equal to H2PO, H3PO4, H3PO3, let's say H3PO3. Okay, so that will be here almost everything same, 3 into 1 31 plus 16 into 3, so that will be 48. Just add all the things, that will be 3 4 2 82. Okay, so here will be 82. So basicity, you see, don't write 3 over here. Okay, I have defined it number of replaceable hydrogen atoms. Hala, don't take 3 by simply looking at the outlook of this formula. Okay, H3PO3, its structure like this. Its structure will be like this. H3PO4, if you do structure, double bond OH, OH, OH. This is the formula H3PO4. Number of replaceable hydrogen 1 1 1. Hala, basicity कितना हो 3. Basicity that is equal to 3. Okay. Next H3PO4. Structure like this. 2 H3PO3. OH, OH. Okay. H3PO4. PO3. You see here number of replaceable hydrogen atoms attached to this oxygen atom 1, 1, 2. But this one is directly added to phosphorus. Removal is difficult. Okay. So here basicity that is equal to 2. Similarly, here H3PO3 basicity 2. Then you just calculate 82 by 2. That will be 41. Okay. Next that is H3PO2. So structure will be like this. P here the molecular weight 3 plus 31 plus 32. Okay. So here 63, 66. Okay. That will be 66. Now see what will be its basicity. H3PO4. H3PO2. This is the structure, and how many OH group? Only one. So basicity will be 1. So the equivalent will be 66 divided by 1. That is equal to 6. Very simple. You can calculate the equivalent mass of acid. Okay. We will discuss the equivalent mass of base. Okay. So that will be your equivalent mass of base. Okay. So but again there is a formula which is used for the calculation of equivalent weight for bases. Okay. Equivalent weight of a base, that is equal to molecular mass of base divided by its acidity. Okay. Again acidity refers to number of replaceable OH minus ion. Okay. तो एसिड केस में H plus ion कथा consider करते हैं, but base केस में हम करिया OH minus, because you know any substance which releases OH minus ion, जोटा जलरे द्रवयुक्त होला परे OH minus ion नो, that is regarded as base. Okay, which can release OH minus ions when dissolved in aqueous solution. Okay, base which gives OH minus ion in water. Okay, so if I consider NaOH, so it will give you Na plus OH minus ion. Number of OH minus ion 1. So this one is here your acidity, that is equal to 1. Okay. So NaOH is monoacidic base. So copy for KOH, K plus OH minus. So here जेहेतु एटा हमर गोटी OH minus ion होय हाइड्रोक्साइड आयन, so its acidity will be 1. Okay. Similarly CaOH equal to calcium hydroxide. Okay, it will give you Ca2 plus. Again this one also monoacidic base. So CaOH equal to Ca2 plus 2OH minus. So acidity will be how much? That will be, okay. Next let's say LOH whole size. Okay, it will give you Al3 plus 3OH minus. Okay. So here acidity, that is equal to 3. So here this calcium hydroxide or magnesium hydroxide, these are called diacidic base. This one is triacidic base. Got it? Okay. So now again we have to consider one table which contains few essays, and let us calculate their equivalent weight or equivalent mass. Okay, so here that is formula of base. Next, that is molecular mass of that particular base. Next is your acidity, and finally you have to calculate equivalent weight. That will be equal to molecular mass divided by acidity. Clear? So first one, that is, let's say NaOH. Okay, then calculate its molecular weight. Sodium 23 plus oxygen 16 plus hydrogen 1, that will be equal to 40. Okay, so molecular weight, that is equal to 40. Then acidity, just I have discussed, 1. Put OH minus I. Okay, so equivalent weight, that will be 40 upon 1, that is equal to 40. Okay, similarly for KOH, molecular weight, potassium 39 plus 16 plus 1, so that will be equal to 30, 40, 56. Okay, so molecular weight, that is 56. Acidity again 1, so that will be 56 upon 1, that is equal to 56. Okay, let's say magnesium hydroxide. Okay, so here its molecular weight 24, 32, because oxygen 16 into 2, 32 plus 2, that will be equal to 58. So here molecular weight 58, but acidity will be 2. Okay, so that will be 58 upon 2, that will be equal to 29. Okay, next let's say calcium hydroxide. Tell me, for calcium you can add 14 plus 32 plus 2, that will be equal to 74. Okay, 74. So this one is 74. Again, its acidity will be 2. So you are getting 74 upon 2, 37. Okay. Next, let's say NaOH full. So aluminum 27, 3 oxygen, 16 into 3 48, 3 hydrogen 3. That will be 78. Okay, so here acidity will be 3, so you can write down like this: 78 upon 3, that will be equal to 29. Okay, so 26. Okay, so this is about the equivalent mass of base. How can you calculate the equivalent mass of base? So now we shall consider the equivalent mass of a salt. 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 Mass of a salt. Beta formula: equivalent mass of a salt, that is equal to molecular mass of salt divided by molecular mass of salt divided by number of metal atoms present in salt into a valency of metal. Okay, so here how can you calculate? Suppose I am considering a salt. For example, I am considering sodium chloride NaC. Here metal is sodium. Okay, so if I need to calculate, first calculate its molecular weight. So equivalent weight or equivalent mass, that is equal to, first you calculate the molecular mass of NaC, that will be equal to 23 sodium atomic weight, and chlorine that will be 35.5 divided by number of metal atom 1. So 1 into valency of sodium, ऐसे लिखते हैं ना, Na plus 1 valency plus 1, so that will be 1. Okay, so that is equal to, it will be, just add these two, that will be 538 58.5 by 1, that will be equal to 58.5. Easy. Similarly, if I ask you calculate the equivalent mass of, let's say, CaCO3, calcium carbonate, a salt. So here metal is calcium. Okay, so equivalent weight, first calculate its molecular weight, that will be calcium 40 plus carbon 12 plus 16 into 3 48 divided by number of metal atom 1 into calcium का बैलेंस कितना है, ऐसा लिखा है ना, Ca2 plus, so into 2, that is equal to, just add the numerator 100 divided by 2, that will be equal to 50. Okay, next if you need to calculate, that is your FeCl2, okay, ferrous chloride gas. So here equivalent weight, that is equal to molecular weight iron 56 plus 2 into 35.5, that will be 71 divided by, here the valency of iron, that is Fe2 plus, ferrous and ferric, but here is 2 plus, so that will be 1 into 2. So again you just add this 127 divided by 2, that will be 63.5. Okay, 63.5. Next, you calculate yourself few salts I am providing you. Okay, just calculate the equivalent mass of FeCl3, do it by yourself. Here the iron is Fe3 plus, ferric iron, balance is 3. Okay, next just calculate for NaHCO3 sodium bicarbonate. Okay, MgCl2, okay, AlCl3, okay, you just calculate, it's your responsibility. Okay, next, how you calculate the equivalent mass of a radical. Equivalent mass of a radical. Equivalent mass of a radical. Okay, so equivalent mass of a radical, that is equal to ionic mass divided by total number of positive or negative charge. Very easy. Okay, if suppose I am considering a radical, that is NH4 plus. Okay, a basic radical NH4 plus. Then its ionic mass is nothing but, for nitrogen you can add 14 plus 4 into 1, that will be 14 plus 4, that is equal to 18. Okay, so its equivalent mass, that is equal to ionic mass, that is 18 divided by total positive or negative, that is positive, that is plus or 1, that is equal to 8. Okay, if I consider an acid radical like CO3 2 minus, okay, its ionic mass will be carbon 12 plus 3 into 16, that is equal to 12 plus 48, that will be 60. Okay, so its equivalent weight, that is equal to 60 divided by total number of negative charge, that will be equal to 30. Okay, so if I ask you calculate for SO4 2 minus, then that will be equivalent mass, that is equal to sulfur 32 plus 4 into 16 divided by how much, 2, that is equal to 32 plus 64 divided by 2, that will be equal to 96 divided by 2, that will be 40. Okay, so this is your how you calculate equivalent mass of radical or ion. Okay, so although there is how to calculate equivalent mass of oxidizing agent and reducing agent, but right now we don't go through that how to calculate equivalent mass of oxidizing and reducing agent, because there is a separate chapter in your class 11, that is called as redox reaction. Okay, so in redox reaction, at that moment we will study what is oxidation, what is reduction, what do you mean by oxidizing agent or oxidant, what do you mean by reducing agent or reductant, and in that particular moment we will calculate the equivalent, how the n factor being calculated, that means the number of electrons gained or number of electrons lost. Okay, at that moment we should consider the equivalent mass of oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Okay, but right now we just remember this much thing. Okay, so we will meet in next class. Thank you for your attention. Bye bye.